From the streets to the courtroom, a journey of grit and grace. Karim was only 8 when he first set up his wooden shoeshine box near the crumbling steps of Sadar Market in Karachi. The box had been his father's, once shiny and neatly kept, now aged and scarred with time. His father, a man of few words but honest labor, had passed away just 2 months ago. His mother, too weak from illness and grief, stayed at home with his younger sister Amina. Each morning, Karim would polish the brushes, refill the tins, and walk the 3 kilometers from his slum to the market. There, beneath the sweltering sun, he called out, "Polish, Saab? Only 5 rupees. Make your shoes shine like new." At first, people ignored him. Some mocked him. Others looked at him with disdain. But Karim's eyes carried something rare, determination. And slowly, customers started returning. The way he carefully cleaned each shoe, dusted the corners, and made the leather gleam, it spoke of pride in his work. Still, his life was a daily fight for survival. One evening, while walking home, Karim found a torn book lying in a pile of trash. The cover read, "Tales of Justice." Curious, he picked it up and carried it back to his dimly lit home. Each night after dinner, he'd read a page or 2 by candlelight, tracing the words slowly. The stories spoke of wise judges, courtroom drama, and brave lawyers fighting for truth. The words filled him with awe. For the first time, he imagined a world far beyond his shoeshine box. He began collecting discarded newspapers, old school books thrown out by nearby schools, anything with words. He taught himself slowly. A fruit vendor named Uncle Bilal, who had studied till 10th grade, saw Karim's hunger for knowledge and began helping him with reading. "Karim, you've got the brain of a barrister," he'd chuckle. "One day, you might wear the black robe yourself." Karim would smile, polishing his shoeshine box. "Then I'll keep this box in my courtroom as a reminder." One rainy afternoon, business was slow. Karim had taken shelter under a closed shop when a car rolled up beside him. The man inside, a lawyer named Usman Mirza, was running late for court but had muddy shoes. He stepped out and asked, "Boy, can you do it quickly?" Karim nodded and got to work. As he polished, he noticed law books in the back seat. "Sir, do all lawyers speak English?" Usman laughed. "Not all, but it helps. Why?" "I want to be one someday," Karim said, wiping the final smear off the shoe. The lawyer looked down, surprised. "You do?" Karim nodded proudly. "I read stories about justice." Something about Karim's sincerity struck Usman. He handed him a 100-rupee note. "Keep the change, and if you're serious, come to the district court library next Sunday." Karim showed up. Every Sunday, Usman gave him tasks, reading legal articles, writing summaries. He was amazed at how quickly Karim learned. Usman realized that Karim needed formal education, so he took him to a government school and spoke with the principal. "He's bright. He just needs a chance." Karim was admitted into grade 5 at age 10, 2 years older than most of his classmates. The first few months were rough. He struggled with grammar, math, and bullies who mocked his clothes. But Karim studied harder than anyone else. He would shine shoes before school and study afterward. His mother sewed clothes for neighbors, and the little income helped them survive. By grade 8, Karim was winning school debates and topping his class. At 14, his mother's condition worsened. Before she passed away, she called Karim and said, "Beta, always be honest. Don't let the world's cruelty change your heart. And never forget your little sister." Karim hugged her and promised. After her death, Amina became his world. He would walk her to school, help her with homework, and save every extra rupee for her needs. He continued shining shoes on weekends and studied under streetlights during load shedding. At 18, he passed his matriculation exams with distinction. With Usman's support and a scholarship from an NGO, Karim enrolled in Karachi University's law program. The campus was intimidating, students in branded clothes, fluent in English. Karim, in his second-hand shalwar kameez and borrowed books, stood out. Some laughed, some ignored him, but one professor, Mrs. Tanvir, noticed him. She called on him often in class and gave him extra reading. "Karim," she said once, "you have a rare sense of justice. You're not here to fit in, you're here to rise." He graduated among the top of his class. Karim began practicing under Usman Mirza, now a senior lawyer. His first case involved a laborer wrongly accused of theft. Karim, remembering his own roots, poured his heart into the defense. He visited the site, questioned witnesses, gathered evidence, and won. Word spread. Soon, clients began asking for the young man with the street eyes and lawyer's brain. Kareem didn't chase money, he chased justice. He took many pro bono cases, especially for street vendors and maids falsely accused or cheated. At 30, he became one of the youngest lawyers appointed to the High Court. Years passed. Kareem's integrity, intellect, and record caught the attention of judicial selectors. He was known not just for his sharp mind, but for his humility. At 42, Kareem was appointed as a judge of the Sindh High Court. When he walked into his courtroom for the first time, black robe flowing and eyes steady, no one knew he once begged for shoeshines on Sadar's cracked pavements. But he remembered. He placed his old shoeshine box in his chambers, polished and preserved. One rainy day, as he walked out of court, a young boy approached him. "Sir, shoeshine?" Kareem looked at the boy's thin arms, dusty cheeks, and tired eyes. He bent down and smiled. "No polish today, but would you like to read something?" He gave the boy a book, Tales of Justice, his old worn copy. "Come find me if you want to learn more." That boy did come back, and Kareem mentored him, just like Usman once mentored him. The man who never forgot. Judge Kareem never gave speeches at elite conferences or posed for headlines, but he quietly transformed the lives of many underprivileged children through a foundation he started, Justice for All. In every verdict he delivered, fairness trumped formality. Rich or poor, educated or illiterate, everyone stood equal in his courtroom. He once told a journalist, "I don't wear a black robe to forget who I was. I wear it to remind others that no background is too poor, no dream too big, and no boy too broken to become a judge." And at the entrance of his foundation's library, engraved in marble, read the words, "From Shoeshine to Supreme Court, justice begins with hope."